Welcome back to Definitely Not Definitive. I'm Ken.
And I'm Bethany.
And we're just a giddy couple in love that loves reacting to some Genshin Impact.
Yeah, giddy for Genshin.
And Genshin Impact, Nahida's Story Quest, Act 1. This is part 2 of that. We're going to finish it up today and hopefully find out who the hell has been messing with people's dreams.
Yeah.
All right, ready to do this?
Ready.
She's only asleep and hasn't started sleepwalking. It seems she hasn't sunk too deep into her dream yet.
Put a tracker on
We
her.
also need to fall asleep
Air
if she
tag.
wants to go into her dream? Don't worry about that. I'm Lesser Lord Kusanali after all. Now,
Aren't you Greater
don't
Lord
be
now?
nervous.
No, she's still Lesser Lord.
Just close your eyes.
Because there was no Greater Lord.
Imagine yourselves as waves gradually rolling onto the beach.
I just thought she might get the title by
You
default.
slowly wash over the shore and sink into the sand. What's wrong, Traveler? You look a little disoriented.
Did she see her brother?
She saw someone.
Really? Paimon didn't notice anything. Anyway, seems like we've made it into the dream. I thought we would arrive at some familiar scene, but we seem to have landed in a completely unfamiliar place. Whoa! So many giant plants! Even in the sky! Amazing. Theoretically, we should have gone straight into Debbie's dream. Things do seem to have gone a bit sideways here. Anyway, let's see if we can find any leads.
But I'm sure it's fine.
Hey, this place looks familiar. Isn't it Whisper Cafe?
Got a little fort now.
Oh, Paimon sees Debbie. She's right over there. Looks like we've come to the right place. These alluring dreams often portray a scene from real life, which concurs with our previous findings. Really? But what about that space we were in just now?
It was like some kind of hub.
You can't mean this is another collective dream? Yes.
Samsara.
Given that so many people have been experiencing these beautiful dreams, I would say it's very likely that they're interconnected. Compared to an interconnected dream, independent individual dreams would be much harder to manage and manipulate. Ah, Paimon gets it now. Well, let's go
And
talk
we're in the
with
same
Debbie.
space, so you can manipulate them all
Oh,
at once.
but there are some other people next to her. Are they dreaming too? If this space is exclusive to Debbie's dream, then the others beside her are most likely the people she cherishes.
Her best friends.
Anyway, we should confirm that first, just to be sure. Huh. How do we do that? Just leave it to me.
The coffee here still tastes the same as ever. You two have traveled all around to that. Surely you've all tasted better coffee than this.
I suppose so, but no matter how good things may be elsewhere, nothing beats the taste of home.
That's right. It's hard to change your tastes. Anyway, here's to your return home. Welcome back, everyone.
She misses her friends. That are off traveling while she's stuck at home. She wants to travel.
How could they be? Well, I guess it doesn't matter.
Huh? She sounds a little hesitant.
She's not buying into the dream.
Confirm that this dream belongs only to Debbie, because I'm unable to hear the thoughts of the other two people with her. So, this is the power of the Dendro Archon?
One of.
Paimon had better watch her thoughts from now on. Don't worry. I don't often use my powers like this. It's rather impolite.
Oh,
Alright.
she seems
I
ashamed of
need to get
herself.
myself ready. It won't be easy to break it to her, but there's no avoiding it now.
You could break it to her, make it easier on you.
The Great Dendro Archon! What brings you here?
You, actually.
I'm sorry to interrupt your celebration, but have you noticed that what's happening here doesn't quite match up with your memories?
I don't quite understand. Great Dendro Archon. What do you mean? I get it. The Dendro Archon is trying to say that it's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity that we're able to gather here.
Hey, how about a cup of coffee for all of you? My treat. We just returned from a fruitful adventure.
Memories.
Are they gonna start to get like evil?
Once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
Think carefully.
Says they're fake.
You of all people should know what really happened to them. Are you sure
they
that
dead?
meeting here and chatting the day away like this
Probably.
isn't just
That's
a
what most
product of your
people
own
have
wishful
passed
thinking?
on.
Yes. The reports from the Steambird were true. The ship they were on struck a reef and sank. And I never heard from Basima and Gaspar again. Hey, come on now. What are you talking about, Debbie?
Yeah, trust your memories. Nothing you see here is real.
Except for us.
I get it now. This is a dream, isn't it? But since it's my dream, it doesn't matter if this is real or not. I enjoy the way things are here. I no longer have to face the tragedies of real life. These friends mean the world to me. Nobody else can understand me like they do. There's nothing wrong with continuing this dream. Is there?
I'm worried that if you were to continue dreaming like this, the lines between dreams and reality will gradually become too blurred for you.
Yep.
These dreams will always give you what you want, while reality remains full of pain and difficult situations. If you're not careful, you can get hurt.
Don't worry. I still have control. I won't
No,
let
you
it go
don't.
that far.
That's what every addict says.
Hey, how
Before
about
they
we
lose
put all this
control.
troublesome stuff aside and get back to our coffee and snacks, Whether it's just a dream or real life, you should be happy.
You can't just brush off something like this. We don't even know how you people got here or where you even came from.
Don't push it, Paimon.
Sorry. Paimon didn't mean to upset anyone.
No, it's all right. I understand that you're just trying to look out for me.
You look so
It
sad.
seems that for now, this place is still relatively harmless for you. But I wonder if there's any way to go deeper into the dream.
Huh. Now that you mention it, I once heard a strange voice tell me that there's an entrance here. I'm not interested in checking it out at the moment, but maybe I'll go in and have a look later.
Okay, thanks for your help. Just as I expected, we're only on the surface of this dream. Let's go.
What's underneath?
Huh? What are we doing here again? Wait a second. We were just up there. No, down there? Did we go up or down? Don't panic. This is how dreams work. We've left Debbie's dream, but the dream is still continuing onward. I'm not sure where it'll lead us. This dream has the ability to create imaginary people, which is why people are so unwilling to wake up. If it weren't for what we just saw, Paimon might still find that a bit hard to believe. I have a guess. If these dreams are connected, then there should be some sort of order to them. The fact that Debbie was able to realize that she was dreaming means that she is not very deep in the dream yet. But the space we're in has been turned upside down. Do you remember the characteristics of dreams that I mentioned earlier? Oh, right! Dreams are chaotic.
Paimon.
Enjoyed that.
Yes,
Possible that
Paimon
we're
loves
heading
chaos.
deeper into this dream now. And the deeper we go, the closer we'll get to the essence of the dream. Right! So the answers might be waiting for us deeper in the dream! Yes, and we should get ready for whatever we may encounter. Wait, weren't we already here a little earlier? This is probably Ilmon's dream. Huh? Why would he start dreaming again? Yes, but it seems that the danger isn't enough to stop him from longing for his wife. Based on what we've learned so far, he must be sleeping more deeply for his dreams to appear here. But fortunately, he already knows us from before, so hopefully we'll be able to wake him up.
Oh, it's you. Incredible. I didn't know you would appear in my dream too.
Did you say
Yeah,
dream?
it's a God's work.
Wait, so you know this is a dream?
Of course. Such good things rarely happen to me in real life these days. Here, let me introduce everyone. This is Minar, my wife who I mentioned before. And this is our daughter, Hydar.
Hello. It's a great honor to meet the Dendro Archon.
Whoa, Dad! You know the Dendro Archon? That's amazing! And what's this? Is it a new toy?
Paimon is a toy.
Paimon, not a toy! Anyway, now's not the time for that! Nahida, this doesn't seem to add up with what we were expecting. You're right. Let me think for a bit here.
Secretly go back to that place again on your own.
Oh, right! We didn't see him in a moment of dreams earlier. Paimon thought he'd gone home.
Sorry. I just had to make sure that Hydar could get a chance to see her mother. I had gotten pretty familiar with the hike, so I brought Hydar with me. I'm just glad we didn't meet any monsters along the way.
Yeah, way to bring your daughter
Yes,
along a
I'm
treacherous
glad
path,
too.
dude.
I didn't expect her to grow up so fast. It must have been very hard for him. I regret not being able to fulfill my role as a wife and a mother.
No, don't talk like that. Let's leave all that unhappy stuff behind for now. Even if we're in a dream, it's still a blessing that we've been able to reunite in this way.
What should we do now? Should we tell him the truth? You can let me break the news. I should be the one to do it.
Yeah, you
I'm sorry.
start to be able to give
but
bad news.
I should tell you that your dream did not create us. We are real people with our own consciousness. Like the last time we met, we are still investigating this dream, and we've already learned some things about it.
So you mean there's something nefarious with this dream as well?
Didn't I tell you that when you were
Yeah,
awake?
unfortunately, dude.
Elmon, what's going on?
It seems the reunion of our family is destined to only be temporary.
Because you can't live in this dream.
Is Mom leaving? Maybe. But in all likelihood, that is indeed how things will end. Oh. No, Mom, you can't leave!
Yeah,
I'm
you never
afraid
should have brought
I
your
don't quite
kid.
understand what's going on. Don't worry, Hydar. Mom's not going anywhere. Please, don't cry.
It'd be so hard for her to like,
Minar
lose her
doesn't
mom all over again.
understand any of this. I'm fully aware that this is a dream, so that's why I've never told her the truth, but never mind. It's not like I would know what to say. I mean, I don't get any of the complicated stuff. But regardless of whether this dream is good or bad, you're here to resolve it, right?
Yes.
Then please, let us enjoy this moment for just a while longer. Regardless of whatever caused this dream to come to pass, I feel extremely grateful to have had the chance to reunite with my family. But does this
Just to have
dream
it torn apart again.
really have to disappear?
I'm
Yes.
afraid so. Sorry. Aww.
Okay. I see. Please, come this way. You can go even deeper into the dream by heading in this direction.
Hey, thanks for
I
the
have
help.
heard that the further down you go, the more pleasant the dreams become. And the more you want to stay.
Of
The
course.
answer you're looking for may also be found there. Go ahead.
Thank you for helping us. And I'm truly sorry.
You're welcome. It's not like I have any say in the matter. I'm just an ordinary person after all. Who am I to interfere with the work of a god?
I'm glad you understand how
I'll be
it
right
is.
behind you. I should at least let Minar and Hydar know what's going on here.
Yeah.
Otherwise, my daughter might be mad at her mother after we wake up.
It's the same place again. This place is almost like a flight of stairs that connects all the dreams together. But they appear to be getting more and more aggressive. regular stairs wouldn't try to attack us. Right. Something seems to be off about our theory. Elmon is clearly aware that he's dreaming, and he's enjoying it.
Everyone's enjoying their
Rather than
dreams.
dreaming on a deeper level, he almost seemed more awake. I believe we're on the right track, but we just need another explanation. It's not that the dreams are getting deeper, it's the owner's attachment to the dreams that's getting stronger. But you would never mistake dreams for real life, right?
Sometimes I always wish I could.
Paimon almost wishes her dreams could be real. But it's just a quick thought. It's not long before Paimon's thinking about other things.
I believe that.
Like sticky honey roast.
Sticky honey roast!
We're real beings living in the real world, and that's where our focus should be. This also explains the insubstantiality of our dreams. No matter what they may become, we don't really care. But if we decide to abandon reality and embrace our dreams, then our dreams will become far more substantial. Oh, wait! Paimon's starting to get it now! Your mind will begin to build the dream far more attentively, which in turn will make it feel more real. Do you remember how the Akasha can turn dreams into jnana energy? Constructing a realistic dream consumes a similar energy. Does that mean there's a host of these dreams here like Milu during the Subzero's festival? If we wake that person up, this collective dream will end, right?
Who's powerful enough to bring people into their dream?
Yeah.
Most likely. But the collective dream in Sumeru City was created by the Akasha, and now the Akasha has been turned off. This has nothing to do with the Aranara, and humans are not capable of creating a collective dream, which means...
The host has something to do with the Akasha.
Of course.
Huh? So, did someone manage to restart the Akasha? That's impossible. But they are probably a scholar of the academia who had a close connection with the Akasha.
So they just created a smaller version of it.
How did they manage to do it? And how did they choose the host? Yeah, we haven't gotten to the end yet.
Whoever created it
Once
is
we know
probably
their
the
motive,
host.
All the questions will resolve themselves.
It's like a mini Akasha terminal they created.
Wow, a new
And it's probably someone
place.
within the group. It's the guy that's in charge of the whole sleeping.
Oh, the
Community.
whole, like... Yeah,
Well,
that would track.
it's just new to Paimon in
That's why he
this
created
game.
that community, like bring people in here to like dream
This should be the final destination.
and share their dreams.
Huh? Really?
And as people share their dreams,
These are just
that's who he picks out to like
ordinary
just like
city streets.
people that he wants to
I have
like
powers related
bring into
to
his dream.
dreams,
Like people that have
so
lost
it's
something, so
usually
like, 'cause
easy
they'll
for me
wanna
to tell
stay.
who's dreaming and who's created by dreams.
Makes sense.
I guess only those who have thoroughly accepted this dream will be able to come here. There are so many people here. How can we find the host?
Just trying murdering people.
Don't worry, I have a way.
You know, I've heard that plants grow better if you play music for them. And on that note, it's been a while since I last heard you play.
Sorry, I've been a little busy these last couple days.
Now she's gonna go drown herself. Great.
I was gonna say, she looked really
Yeah. Stop pestering me to play for you.
The Dendro Archon. What a pleasant surprise.
Oh, welcome, Great Dendro Archon. And your companions, too. Welcome. I'm Amira. I run the flower shop here. And this is my husband, Moses.
Yes, how may we help you?
You already know all about me. There's no need for all the pleasantries. Perhaps I should
Straight
call
to business.
you the dream's owner.
Ooh, bum bum bum.
As expected of the Dendro Archon. I'm sorry, Amira. It seems my research has attracted the Dendro Archon's attention. Why don't you go back to the flower shop? I'll come help you a little later.
Okay, of course, dear. I'll see you later.
It appears that I was too naive to think I could deceive the Dendro Archon in person like this. To avoid looking like too much of a fool, allow me to ask the first question. How well would you say you understand this dream?
This dream was built by the Akasha, and it has the power to create imaginary people who no longer exist in the real world. As for you, you found a unique way to become the owner of this dream, going so far as to have even given up the ability to wake up again. Given up the ability to wake up?
Does your body just eventually wither and die?
Impressive.
Yep.
You truly are the embodiment of wisdom.
So great. You're gonna be like in here for what? Like a week before
Please, tell me how you were able
You
to
die from
arrive at such a conclusion.
having any water?
In return, I'll answer the question you're most curious about.
Actually, 3
It's
days.
simple.
That's how long
Apart from
the human
you,
body survives
this
without water.
space only consists of real people who are dreaming and imaginary people who are created here. Although you are here and appear no different from the others, I can't sense your dream. How can I wake up a person who's already awake?
Fascinating.
Since you're the fully awake owner of this dream, it can never collapse from you waking up. Theoretically, this should also give you absolute control over this place. I have to admit, it really doesn't get much better than that. But even knowing all of that, one question remains. How did you do it?
Isn't the answer right in front of you, great Dendro Archon? It's because I've dedicated my entire reality to this dream. I uploaded my entire consciousness into the Akasha when it was still running.
That's insane.
Actually, this all started because of an accident. My original goal was not about the Akasha or a collective dream.
It was about world domination.
You are motivated above all to create a hyper-realistic person. The desire to reconnect with a real loved one is the one shared sentiment between all our dreamers.
That's right. However, human models are too complicated. Only the Akasha has a jnana energy supply powerful enough for me to generate and sustain my models. The Akasha is truly magnificent. If I siphoned a minuscule amount of its energy, nobody would even notice. And even this minuscule amount of energy was already more than enough for my purposes.
My evil
Even
purposes.
using just crude methods, I was still able to train a fairly realistic person. I named my first work Amira.
Huh? You mean the girl we just saw?
She and I entered the academia on the same day. Starting with admission procedures, we bumped into each other 6 times on just that first day. And because of that one day, we eventually went on to fall in love. We studied, conducted research, and made breakthroughs together. Our rhythm was always in step. I felt like we were 2 separate bodies that shared the same heart. However, Elazar later took her from me.
But, you know, can you just be...
Yes, I need
Stop
more
that.
training samples to perfect Amira's
It's not time for
personality.
her.
I found their details in the Akasha's database. Using the pretext of testing for mental health disorders, I implanted signaling devices in their bodies.
Huh.
This way I could connect them to a network, and Amira could feel their yearning. Little by little, they helped her to grow and develop a warm, human personality. To improve my efficiency and allow myself to focus on nothing but my research, I uploaded my consciousness as well, and became a part of the network.
So, technically speaking, it's not that you won't wake up, it's that you can't wake up.
Yes, because the Akasha was suddenly turned off, I lost all of my jnana energy. I became imprisoned in the very network I had constructed. At first, I panicked. But, after coming to grips with the situation, I realized that I could restart this world as long as I could find a replacement source of jnana energy.
That means everyone in the network is providing you with jnana energy.
That's all there really is to it. I don't think I'm doing anything wrong.
I'm sure you
just
know.
saving them as well as myself. I provide a beautiful dream, and in return, I harvest their jnana energy as fuel for the dream. They can wake up anytime they wish. People need to sleep anyway, so why not have some beautiful dreams while they rest?
agree. This is the home we spent a great deal of effort on to build for ourselves.
Yeah, she's right. We're staying here of our own free will.
I don't understand this at all, but I just want to spend some more time with my family. I don't want them to be sad.
Thank you, dear. Great Dendro Archon, I hope you can understand.
You don't need to gather around here. It's all right. The Great Dendro Archon is nothing if not kind and considerate towards her people. She won't interfere with what we're doing here.
Uh-oh, now he's playing dirty.
Yep.
It seems like I won't need you to answer my last question. You're willing to tell me all your secrets because you have nothing to fear. If you use real people as your weapon and turn them against their Archon, then there's nothing the Archon can do.
They just want to be with the people they cherish. I don't think there's anything wrong with me providing them with that opportunity. They don't wish to eternally
Well,
part with their
Puricon can.
spouses and friends.
Traveler can.
What's so wrong about that? If you understood humans a little better, or had also experienced firsthand the absolute devastation of loss, then perhaps you wouldn't be so cold towards us.
If you had used your talents and determination for a just cause, you could have become a sage of the new generation. Unfortunately,
Instead,
you've committed one of the
you're a
6
dipshit.
cardinal sins of the Academia by attempting the forbidden and fearing none. You equated people's feelings with cold jnana energy and deprived them of the pain that they have to face. You lured them into these dreams, and even now, remain completely unaware of how evil all of this truly is.
Yep.
Pain? Luring? Those kinds of things haven't existed here from the moment this world was created.
She's right here. This is Ilmon's child, Haidar.
Huh? My daughter? What's wrong with her?
This dream relies on a set network, which means that only those with devices planted in their bodies can enter this world. Carefully think back and retrace your steps.
I secretly went back to the mountainside with Haidar. Minar was already there waiting for me, and Haidar was able to see her mother. You mean she isn't actually the real Haidar?
No, because unlike you, she can't enter this dream.
So your real daughter
And when
is
you
out
came
there
into
by
this
herself.
dream, it created a Haidar to realize your wish of reuniting with your family. So, tell me, where's the real Haidar?
She's still out there on the mountainside.
Oh my god.
That's right. And she must have been terrified to see her father not in his right mind. Not to mention the monsters in that area. The situation is very dangerous.
Yeah?
If the Haidar's still out there, then
What are you
You need to get the
talking
fuck out of
about,
there, dude.
Dad? I don't understand.
I must wake up right now. I can't leave her there alone.
He makes a good point. There's other people in our lives that we can't
It
leave.
seems the others have also remembered something. People try to avoid pain and stay in their perceived bubbles of safety out of an instinct to protect themselves. This is human nature, but it is also one of their weaknesses. However, why are there still so many people striving to move forward even when they know the path ahead is dangerous and painful? It's because people don't only live for themselves. They
Well
have
said.
families, loved ones, friends, and communities. They have dreams that they are still trying to achieve. But in this dream, you showed them only the most comfortable and soothing things. This entire world has been built on the foundation of buried and unseen pain. It's all just a well-devised scam.
It seems
Yep.
like I've stayed in the dream for too long.
I still have so many things I haven't done.
Like my laundry.
I thought gods didn't understand humans. That would have explained why they created such a flawed world where countless tragedies took place. I didn't expect you to arrive at the answer through sheer power of observation. But unfortunately, it means nothing now.
I'm keeping
If you
everyone
wanted to
here.
spend a little time in the waking world, go right ahead. In any case, I wanted to spend some time alone with Amira. As long as this dream continues to exist, you'll come back. Humans
They
aren't
always
as
do.
strong as you think, and even if you're a god, they won't always listen to you. It's time to purge all the extraneous data and noise. You haven't won just yet. This dream is mine! If I go into hiding here, not even an Archon can ever find me. And as long as people yearn for happiness, they will return here and rebuild this paradise!
You are crazy.
Yeah.
What's that? The stream is spiraling out of control and it's collapsing now.
Oh!
You turned into Bowser?
Shit. Pissed off Hilly Churls.
Oh no. Amira!
Nope, she's a monster now.
Amira! Amira, are you alright?
I don't feel well.
No, no, no! Please, no!
Have to lose
Eat
all over
him.
again.
Eat him.
Ooh, wolf puppy.
Yeah. Feast.
Glad that's over. What happened just now? He's not very proficient in using the Akasha's technology, and he spent a lot of Jnana energy creating monsters. Now the system is out of control. All the people he created also turned into monsters, including Amira. It's terrible, even for a dream. Even Paimon's freaked out. Paimon can't imagine what they're going through.
Yep, dream turning into a nightmare.
The good news is that the chaos seems to have subsided. Now we only need to wake up the people here and let them return to their real lives.
Amira. My dear Amira. They're all gone. It was just a big dream after all. I couldn't change my fate, and my knowledge turned out to be useless. What a cruel world.
Do you still think this is our fault?
So he's doing well.
I don't care about that anymore. The Jnana energy used to sustain this dream has all been transformed into monsters. This dream will soon collapse and my consciousness along with it. Let me disappear with Amira. I'd rather turn into dust than to ever wake up again.
Okay.
Alright then.
It seems that everything that's happened is too much for him. He's lost all hope.
I want to say that he's only getting what he deserves, but don't worry, I already said that, so.
I think seeing Amira turn into a monster was punishment enough for him.
Good job, Nahida.
After comprehending the
Kind soul.
hollowness of the unreal, it's time to revisit the meaning of existence.
Existence? I'm different from the others. I've long given up everything outside of my consciousness.
Using my knowledge of the Akasha, I have a way to extract your consciousness from here and put it inside a knowledge capsule. The Academia has probably kept your body, so you should be able to wake up soon.
No need. Just let me disappear. Reality means nothing to me now.
Why don't you go back to reality and make that decision?
This isn't compassion. I won't let you escape your punishment by simply disappearing.
Nice,
job,
Nahida.
Nahida.
For your life after that, it will be up to you how you want to exist. Alright, Traveler and Paimon, we should go back. We can finally wrap up this whole thing. What's wrong, Nahida? Oh, nothing. people here to gather at a moment of dreams
Did you
after
see
they
one of
wake
those?
up.
It was just like something that sparkled in the sky.
Some shooting star or something like that, but
Oh, great. You're awake. Everybody has started to wake up, and we've heard similar reports from around the city as well. From the looks of it, you were able to successfully resolve the issue.
Yes, though it took us a good deal of effort. There will be many people gathering here shortly, so please do your best to maintain order. I need to go to the academia with them now, but we'll be back soon.
Oh, it's the great Dendro Archon. How can I help you?
I would like to check the registration records of a Kashara War scholar. He should be
He's
in
so
an
polite.
unconscious state right now.
Okay, just a moment. Sorry to keep you waiting, Dendro Archon. We have confirmed that there's a scholar named Beinuni who's been unconscious for a while. The cause was improper operation of the Akasha. He hasn't regained consciousness yet, and is still receiving treatment at Bimarstan.
Huh? Isn't his name Moses? I guess he didn't want to be recognized or bothered by anyone. Please, give the knowledge stored in this to the Matra and ask them to import it into Beinuni's brain.
Understood. But for safety reasons, I need to know why.
because I'm the frickin' Archon.
It's
I
simple.
said so.
This contains his consciousness. It's long been trapped inside of a dream.
That's simple.
He's committed an act that affected the safety of Sumeru. After he wakes up, I'll inform the General Mahamatra of all the details.
I see. I'll take care of this right away. Thank you, Great Dendro Archon.
No problem.
Just don't ever question me
All
again.
right. Everyone should have gathered at a moment of dreams by now. Let's head back. Let's be quiet and just listen in. I wonder what she's going to say. Hello, all of you who have just woken up. I'm sorry for interrupting your beautiful dreams. I may have acted a little cold when handling things in the dream. I sincerely apologize
You're
for
cold.
that.
tell 'em
Dreams
hard
have
truths.
amazing power. They inspire us to remain resolute in the face of adversity and help those with aspirations achieve their desires.
Nahida's
The
just so
dreams
sweet.
also have the potential to exploit people, confuse
Yep.
the senses, and distort the truth. Unfortunately, you are all chosen as prey for an elaborate scheme. As I've said before, I am still learning and cannot fully empathize with the pain of all the loss you've experienced. But just take a good look around you, and you'll see many other people who have had similar experiences.
You're not alone.
You should be proud that you've been able
how
to
Nahida
gather here and
started
look
the first
toward the
support group.
future together.
Yep.
The path of life is long, and it's hard for us to see the destination. This leads us to ask a lot of difficult questions. What's the meaning of life? What's the purpose of my existence? Why do I keep experiencing pain and loss? Of course, the most comfortable choice is to stop progressing, give up thinking, and just keep repeating whatever you're already familiar with.
And you
Whenever
never
you
grow.
have such thoughts, just look at the people and things around you. Some people work hard all day so that their families can have a hot meal on the table at night. Some people travel all over the world in order to create art that resonates with all of Teyvat. Some venture in search of the world's secrets to prevent rapidly approaching, yet still unknown, world-shattering catastrophes. Life
Seems like
is
a very
not
important
just
one.
about
Yeah.
yourself. Each and every one of your actions shapes you and the world around you. Look, friends and family will remember what you've done, and even some people you've never met may benefit from your actions. Therefore, many people will strive forward to forge new paths, even if they have to endure great pain to do so. Once you begin your journey on that same difficult yet rewarding path, you'll come to know the answers to those big existential questions, yet they will no longer feel as life-defining as they did before. But if you were to believe that life is nothing but an empty, ephemeral dream, then that's also the only thing it'll ever become. You are free to choose how you want to live your lives, but as your Archon, I should first make this information known to everyone. In the end, it's up to you whether you want to embrace a beautiful dream at the cost of your real life.
You're amazing, Nahida!
Yes, she is.
Mom was nearly
Yep.
won over by that scholar in that dream.
Well, he's very good at manipulating the weaknesses of human nature, but perhaps he himself had fallen prisoner to them long ago. That dream was incredibly beautiful and enticing. Ordinary people couldn't see through it and easily lost themselves within it. But as long as you can still wake up, you can still move forward with your life.
You've also learned a lot, Nahida.
Huh? What makes you say that?
Oh, her empathy.
You said that you didn't understand human feelings, but we saw how considerate you were with all these people.
Yep.
Your speech just now really connected with everyone. You did a good job.
Thank you. I've heard a lot of sad stories along this journey, and several of them have touched my heart. You can't say that the victims
Sounded like she
of
said
the
me
drill
heart.
really did anything
That's what
wrong.
I heard too.
And what they wanted
touched me
was
hard.
also not unreasonable. That's why I could understand them when they tried to resist us and protect the dream. But all of my understanding and stirred feelings probably can't even account for even 1% of the pain they've experienced. I don't think this 1% can be seen as an example of what you call empathy.
You're too hard on yourself, that's for sure.
Nobody's capable of having absolute empathy.
Alright.
You
I
can't better than
suppose
1%.
going out into the world will help my confidence grow. I've learned that emotions are nothing like knowledge, and that's why it's hard for me to put them into words sometimes. Benuni, or Moses, said that I had never personally felt the pain of loss, but I have a vague feeling that this isn't true. The moment
You
I
can't
entered
remember
the
it.
dream, I felt like I was wrapped in a blanket of warm feelings. It was so warm that it felt like I had returned to the start of my life, and I didn't want to wake up anymore.
She's been dream too. Oh, was that what she saw? The Greater Lord?
But when
Look at
I
Valley.
opened my eyes, the feeling was
Maybe.
gone without a trace. If I have to make an analogy for it, I would say I can no longer see words on a piece of paper after they have been erased, but I can still see the slight indentations of where the words had been written. But now that I've experienced this dream, I think I can say with confidence that I won't dwell too much on the meaning of that warmth. It's
then don't
enough
tell her,
that
Traveler.
I can tell I was once supported by that warmth, and its existence has allowed me to get to where I am today. If I dwell too much on its exact nature, I would be putting the cart before the horse.
Where'd you learn
I
that
gave a
phrase?
speech to inspire my people. So if I were to fail to live up to those words myself, then that would be too embarrassing.
He's already shaped Nahida through actions. Yeah, you don't need to tell her about it. Even she's been forgotten. Nahida's mind and willpower are the proof that she once existed. And that's good enough. Yes.
Hey, what's with that serious look?
Contemplating.
You keep looking like there's something you want to say. Is there anything you want to tell me?
No.
Just that you're great.
Okay. Since we just woke up, let's stretch a little bit.
Yoga
Your
time.
day is about to begin.
Lingering warmth. Ah.
That's nice.
Yeah. I feel like everyone needs to watch this quest, just for the fact of the lesson that life is not just about yourself. And I know that, it's like should be a pretty basic, rule and knowledge, but I think it's easy to forget that. I think that, the world that we're living in, like even like with, how much internet or whatever is supposed to like connect us all, it kind of feels like it's like made us a little bit more, separate, right? And yeah, and just like I love that. I just love the message that Nahida was talking about in both when she was in the dream and then after her speech there.
I completely second all of that. The other thing that came to my mind with this is, when you have a really good dream and then you wake up and you're like, oh shit, like why did I have to wake up? The sort of like danger that was explored in this, I feel like could be the same that is coming at us with perhaps virtual reality and like
Yes.
the idea of like, hey, I don't like the real world. Fair point. Plenty of reasons for it. So I'm going to go into the fake world where I'm happy. And like, I like being comfortable as much as the next person. I tend to live in hoodies on days off. I even sometimes run hoodies when we're here filming, you know, and like, I like the bed really warm and cozy and all those things. Like I'm as much guilty as the next person of wanting comfort. But if it weren't for some of the hard things in life, if it weren't for some of the challenges, the pain, the losses, like it would be blah. Like you need the bad to appreciate the good, and you need the good to survive the bad. And if everything is just here all the time and just pleasant and comfortable, you don't grow. It's gonna get boring. It's gonna get stale. And as Nahida said, like, it's dangerous. The real world's always gonna be there.
Yeah.
And at some point, something's gonna happen to make you face it. So it was just sort of something that came up in my mind, that the whole idea of, you know, like sort of a Ready Player One future where like none of us can feel connected to each other in the real world. There's a bunch of shit in the real world. It's not pleasant. So we disconnect even further and go not into like our social media bunkers of like bitter vitriol and divisiveness, but we like forego that and just go into our own separate individual world that's catered to everything that makes us happy thanks to AI. And then we don't understand at all how to cope with the real world, which will come to bite us in the ass at some point.
Yeah, and you know, like you were saying, like you don't grow, right? Like I mean, like overcoming that pain, like learning from it, and like you get pain from loss and from like, you know, it's like things matter to you, and if you don't go out there in the real world and like, you know, and try to like make a connection and try to make a difference, like not just for like, you know, yourself, but like for like to make the world a better place or whatever, then you know you don't have anything that's worth experiencing that pain for. Like then you don't really care about anything, right? And like, you know, a lot of people, like, yes, they lost someone that they had loved, but there are like, again, there are other people out there as well. And it's just like, yeah, when you think about living in an AI world or whatever and virtual reality, and think about like, you know, AI chatbots that are out there, and it's like, yes, like it's alluring because you know, you can talk with someone like, and it'll always be on your side, right? And always be like agreeing with you, and you know, even if like you can't have a debate with it and like you ask it to like disagree with you, it'll never get like really heated, and like nobody's feelings will get hurt or anything like that. But you know, if we're all on talking to AI chatbots and no one's making like a real connection, we're not like building like friendships and relationships, and you know, losing yourself in that AI chatbot, you might be denying someone else a friend that they could have made that like could have like a connection with you, or like, you know, might like maybe it could be even more than that. And so I don't know. It's just this quest. There's just had it was so relevant to what's going on today in our society, and so I just, like I said, I feel like everyone should watch this quest.
It also made me think of, and it's been probably about 5 years now, I think, since I've seen this, but it made me think of a Black Mirror episode. And in the episode, the character's husband has died, but thanks to the evolution of AI, there's a service where they take over the spouse's phone, so you can text back and forth with the spouse. The spouse is dead. It is AI. It is not your spouse. But of course, the effect of this was that the character didn't deal with the loss and like go out and continue their life. Instead, all they wanted to do was like come home and sit with their phone all night, texting the spouse that they lost. And so like, as you talk about, like these people have lost a loved one, losing a loved one is incredibly painful. But I also think if you were to have a fake AI interaction, whether that's in virtual reality or text or a dream or whatever, the other thing that I think would be really tragic is to no longer recall what memories were real and what memories were orchestrated by an AI.
Yeah.
That wasn't that person, that wasn't a connection. So like, while it feels good in the moment, like the way drinking too much can or a drug can, long-term effects are really going to be harmful.
I also love the at the end there with the lingering warmth that she felt, and just like living on, and you know, that is kind of like how the people that we've lost like live on. You know, it is through us, and it's not necessarily just by like remembering them all the time, but it's about the impact that they have made on us, and maybe, you know, changed us in different ways, and you know, like, I don't think about my dad every single like minute of every single day and whatnot, but like when I'm doing the dishes, I think about like, you know, how that was like his chore or whatever that he chose to do at our house, and like, you know, it always make sure like the doors are locked like before we go to bed. Just recently, like, you know, got a little bit more like into like being healthy, right? A health kick, and so we have a bunch of like these little like snacks or whatever, but like they're like dates and flaxseed and like a bunch of other like little stuff like in jars or whatever. It's like instead of nibbling on, you know, cookies, which we still do.
We still have Christmas cookies that we're still nibbling on, so we're not all healthy.
Still nibbling on the desserts.
I'm going to confess here, we're not all healthy.
But, you know, there's the option to also get some healthier stuff. And so in that, in one of the jars we have there are walnuts. And like every now and then, like then when I'll grab some walnuts, it just like, again, it brings back the memory of like my dad like cracking walnuts or whatever. And just like the taste of them brings back that memory there, right? And so it's just like little things like that, you know, don't need to see him in a dream or every day or whatnot. It's just like still living on, you know, through me and through like, you know, everyone else that he's met in life. And like but you don't get that if you don't go out into the world and leave your mark. And it doesn't need to be something where you are changing the world and you are doing these crazy amazing things or whatever. It's just like you can help make someone's day better. You can like, you know, just, you know, even if you're going out to like freaking Jersey Mike's or whatever, and you like smile at the cashier and you're actually nice to them when they've been having this really shitty day, that can make the you know, the world to them. And just think for that part, you're like a hero in that moment because, oh, thank God, like finally someone that's been nice to me today, you know? And so, yeah, but you don't get that impact unless you just go out there and experience life.
Two things that just came to mind from that. One is, you know, you talked about the memory of your dad, and it wasn't just the memory of what he was doing, but it was also the memory of the taste. Mm-hmm. And, you know, as we talk about these sort of alternate realities that would maybe allow loved ones to live around and everything, it is a singular experience of probably a singular sense, like the text, you're reading it, or the virtual reality, like you're living inside, you know, you don't get that multi-sensory experience of like the smell of what was in the kitchen after dinner when you did dishes, or like the taste of the one, like, you know, these are the senses that like really make that thing come back. Smell is one of the biggest triggers to our memories. Yep. Just psychologically, that's been proven as like our brains are programmed to like pick up on memories from sense. And then the other thing I was thinking of too is you were talking about like, you know, going out there into the real world. It feels like there are a lot of like, I don't know, t-shirts and sweatshirts and things where it's like, it says on the back, like, just know you're great, or things like that. Like you know, I know it seems ridiculous, but like on like the one level, I'm like, what a nice idea that like you're wearing a shirt that when you're standing in line at, I don't know, a coffee shop or whatever, it says to the person behind you something positive. Like, that's a really nice idea. What would be even better is if instead of wearing shirts and like, you know, part of the expression, but doing the virtue signaling with that, is if like we actually were nice to each other. We actually said nice things and treated each other nicely, so that we didn't have to wear t-shirts that say that because everybody wasn't fucking miserable all the time, but we could actually just be cool to each other, and the world would be just a bit better if we did that. And then the last thing was, in terms of going out there into the real world and making real connections, because you know what? The AI chatbot is not going to bring ice cream over after a breakup, or help you move, or bail you out of jail if, God forbid, that's what you need. Like, that AI chatbot is just there to be a sycophant in the moment. It is not there to do anything actually for you. And I'm off my soapbox now.
Look for merch later on that says, in the back, I'm going to have it on the back of the shirt, and it's going to say, wow, you must be really bored if you're reading this. That's what it's going to be.
Okay.
Let us know your thoughts about this down below in the comments. And if you want early ad-free access for our Genshin Impact reactions, go ahead and check out our Patreon. Links in the description of the video. You can also stay here on YouTube and get that. It won't be ad-free, but you'll get early access. And hit the join button for that. And thanks so much for watching Genshin Impact with us. But just keep in mind
that our reaction is definitely not definitive.